Listen, things haven't always been smooth between us, but I know you, good and bad.
Yeah, I could dig it.
And the fact that you're from here means something. I know I'm making the right choice.
Thank you, Junior. I won't let you down.
I know you won't, man.
All right,
Yeah.
bro. Yes, sir. You're projected in the lottery. Now, I know you might think you're rock solid, but you can still step out of line.
Okay, how so?
Bad press, or anything off court that won't sit right with the GM. You know, you could tumble, blow your personal workout.
Tumble.
Yeah, I mean, it's real simple, man. Just be smart. The next step in this process is the same, whether you're lottery or not. It's the league personality evaluation test. They put you in a room with an interviewer who asks you a bunch of probing questions about yourself.
Okay, so I just be honest. Let them know who I
Yeah,
am.
but, be aware of what they want to hear. Integrity, character, leadership. You keep that in the back of your mind when you're answering questions and you'll do just fine.
Junior, welcome. Nice to meet you.
Nice
Go
to
ahead
meet
and
you
take a
too.
seat.
Thank you.
This isn't a test. This isn't an interrogation. We're here to have a discussion, point of which is to get to know you better as a person. There are no right or wrong answers. All we want is for you to be as open and honest as possible.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, let's get started. What would one of your family members tell us about you?
That's a good question. I think they tell you that even as a kid, I always wanted to be the best. I loved to compete. Didn't matter if it was tic-tac-toe or dodgeball or whatever. I wanted to win. I needed to.
And that's the first thing they'd say?
Oh, yeah. And I used to take losing. I used to take losing really hard. I'd throw a fit if I didn't win. My family still teases me about it.
Great. Let's move on. I'm curious. How do you deal with teammates you don't like?
I don't worry about that too much. No matter what, I'm gonna do me. So whether or not I like a guy's personality, that doesn't really factor.
Could you talk a little more about that?
I just play to win. So whatever I need to do to win, I'm gonna do that. And if you're about winning too, that's all I want to hear. We don't need to be best friends to win. The world is filled with different personalities, beliefs, and that's okay by me.
Are you the best player in this draft class?
Look, I'm really, really good at the game, but I'm not quite sure I'm in that conversation yet.
Why do you say that?
Well, I'm honest with myself. I know what I'm good at, and I know what I need to work on. I just remain humble, and right now, I'm not at the level of the best players in the draft. But by the time we start drafting, who knows? I mean, let's see what happens.
One last question and then I'll let you go, Junior. I'm wondering, what's your primary motivation for joining the league?
Hooping. That's all I care about.
Can you expand on that a little?
Sure, I mean, money's cool, money's nice. I won't turn it down. But, yeah, all that extra stuff is just icing on the cake.
All right. That'll wrap it up.
Wait, that's it?
That's it. Thank you very much for your time, Junior. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks. It was nice to meet you. Nice talking with you.
Best of luck in the draft.
Thank you.
That's not a good or a bad thing. Teams check out the data. Someone like you more, someone like you less. To some, it won't matter. The deal is fluid. I'll take 2 of those.
Yeah, but the results can change where I currently sit in the draft. I'm not hungry.
You don't have to. You could stay exactly where you are right now.
So I just gotta sit here and wait?
I'm not here. There are a few days left before the next steps are taken. I figure you might enjoy your bed a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm glad you think this is so funny, man.
This is a marathon, son. Breathe. Or else you'll burn yourself out before we even get started. Okay? So next is media day. All the lottery picks get national attention, so everybody's got to cover it.
I was rewatching Science Presser before he was drafted. Seemed pretty easy breezy. No tough questions.
They're not going to dig too deep on lottery guys at this point. There's no upside in it. It should run smooth, but be on the lookout for those sideways questions.
Yeah, I'm good. This is gonna be fun.
Follow me, please.
All right.
Junior.
Junior.
Junior!
All right, we only have a couple of minutes with Junior today, so let's fire away. Alex, you have the first question.
What's been the most interesting part of the draft process so far?
Just the whole atmosphere, really. And it's a whole bunch of excitement here. And everybody's really happy to be starting a career, so that type of energy has just become really infectious.
Obviously, you're a big-time talent. Anyone would be lucky to draft you. But where do you want to end up? Any preference?
Well, I'm going into this thing with an open mind. I've got some thoughts going in, but perception, what the media tells you, that ain't always the truth. So I'm looking to meet with some people, have an open dialogue, and we'll see what they're all about.
No preference at all, then?
I'm just looking forward to meet with teams and learning about what they're all about.
Okay. Is there any doubt in your mind that you're the best player in this draft?
I mean, I'm right there, if I'm not the top guy. So there's a lot of really good players in this draft, so it's hard to say who is the top guy, but I know I'm in the conversation.
Junior.
Okay, who's next?
Okay, that's all the time we have. Thank you. Come with me, please.
You're welcome.
Sempre.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Não pode dizer culpado.
Okay, next we're going to a private workout. I'm gonna have a list of all the teams that are interested there. You just say which ones and I'll make it happen. All right, done and done. Now, old friend of mine, Damian Lillard's gonna
Wait,
be...
hold on. You're friends with Dame Lillard?
That's so hard to believe?
Well, met maybe, but friends seem like a stretch.
All right, somewhere in the middle, okay? This manager owes me a favor. Anyway, Damian's gonna be at the workout to give you some guidance.
That's amazing, man. I'm a huge fan of his. Thank you.
Just do what you gotta do. And remember to use Damian as a resource because that's what he's there for. Oh, and save the selfies for next year when you're in the league.
Noted. Yeah.
Yo, what up, Dane?
Junior, what's going on, man?
And not much, man. I appreciate you doing this.
It's all good, man. I
Yeah.
wish I had somebody to mentor me and walk me through it, so it's all good.
All right, so what you gonna tell me about this, man? What's up with this process?
The first thing I'm gonna tell you is you gotta go into this with confidence because you're being evaluated for every little thing, your demeanor, your skills, your athleticism, every single thing, they taking note of it. So you gotta go in here with a mentality that you belong and the hype is real.
I appreciate you saying confidence because I'm nervous, man.
We was all nervous. Everybody that went through this process and became legends and became all-stars and all that, they went through the same thing, had the same nerves, and they got through it just like you're gonna get through it.
How'd you deal with everybody taking notes and watching and looking for your flaws and, you know, trying to pick your game apart and everything?
I went into the gym and I pretended like nobody was there. I pretended like I was back home in Oakland, getting one of my workouts in, and it all worked out. So you got to do the same.
All right. All right, I'm gonna try to shake it off, man. Any last words of advice before I go in here?
Go get them.
All right, man. I appreciate it.
Good luck to you.
Thanks, man.